Hi everyone, welcome back to my guest room. I'm Elizabeth and we're going to do a little yoga practice tonight. It's a little too chilly to practice outside and plus it's dark out now, so I thought it would be good to practice inside this evening. This I believe is my 7th COVID-19 practice to share with you. It's my privilege to be posting these things to the Claremont Club site. I hope that you're enjoying them. I miss you very much. And I hope that these little practices help get you through until we can be together in person again. Let's start in a simple cross-legged position. Let your knees drop on top of your feet. Let your hands rest on top of your knees. Bring your shoulders up with an inhale. And with an exhale, slide them down your back. Let your hands rest on top of the knees. Settle your weight back into your sitting bones. And just take a few long, slow breaths. Bring your hands together at heart center. Take a deep inhale. And bow toward your fingertips with your exhale. And find the intention to guide your practice tonight. Seal that intention to your heart. Bring your hands down to the knees and roll your shoulders back, bringing the chin up. Open your eyes. Welcoming yourself and each other, if virtually, to your practice. Tonight, my intention was for patience. Bring yourself over onto hands and knees, and we'll do a few cat-cow tilts to get the back warmed up. Bring your knees right below your hips, tuck your toes under for stability, hands right below your shoulders. With your inhale, take the tailbone up and the heart forward. Exhale and round your back. Inhale to come forward again. And exhale to round. Just keep working back and forth like that. Softening up your back and your shoulders. And if you find you want to spend more time at the top or the bottom of the gesture, you're welcome to hang out wherever you feel like hanging out for a while. Take an extra breath or two, soften up the back, soften up the shoulders, and let everything become a little bit more fluid. Come to a flat back. Tuck your left toes under firmly and extend your right leg back behind you. Extend the left arm forward. Plug the shoulder back and the hip up. Engage the belly so that you pull in, tightening around your waist, keeping everything nice and level in the back. Set those sides down. And then extend the left leg back, right arm forward. Plug the shoulder back, pull the left hip up. Engaging all of those muscles in the core to help stabilize everything. Set those sides down and step back with both feet to plank. Then lower your knees, lower your chest, and roll up into a little cobra pose, keeping just your chest up off the mat. Extend both hands back, tighten your kneecaps and lift your feet, coming into a locust pose. Set the feet down, bring your hands below the shoulders. Tuck your toes and push up to your knees first. Then straighten your legs, lift your hips, downward dog. And in your first downward dog of the practice, you're welcome to move around. So if you like to, you can pedal out your heels, push your hips a little bit from side to side, dip into your shoulders. Just take a few breaths to settle into the pose. Look forward and walk up to forward bend. On your inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold. With soft ease, roll all the way up to standing. Reach your arms up overhead. And exhale, pull the hands to your heart. Inhale and circle the arms high. Exhale and fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. With soft knees, step back to plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Drop the hips and scoop up into a little cobra pose, keeping the belly down, the ribs down, but lifting just your heart up off the mat. Then re-extend your hands, tighten the legs, and lift them for locust. Lower your feet, bring your hands back below the shoulders. Tuck your toes and push up first to your knees, then straighten your legs, lift your hips, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale to roll up. Reach up, little back bend at the top. And exhale, hands to your heart. Bring the inner edges of your feet together, inner knees together. Take a little tuck in your hips. And then pick your heart up into your hands. Extend the arms up, coming into a more aggressive back bend. And then begin to squat into your chair pose, bending your knees, drop your hips. You don't have to go very deep. Just want to get a little bit of action in the quads. Straighten all the way up, take another back bend. And exhale as you float forward, all the way to forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, soften your knees and step back to plank. You can lower down with your knees on the mat or with straight legs all the way to your chest. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale again, long spine. Exhale and bow. With soft knees, rise up. Reach up. Back bend at the top. Exhale, hands to your heart. Knees and feet together, right back into your chair pose. This time squat a little deeper, keeping the hands at the heart. Bring your hands down and lower into a tight little ball at the top of your mat. You can pick up your heels, squeeze your arms in toward your thighs, and round into your back. Drop your chin. Look forward, take a big inhale, and on your exhale, drop your heels, straighten your legs, bow into forward bend. Plant your hands, and step back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your toes, extend your right leg up behind you. On your exhale, step through to a high lunge, placing your right foot between your hands. Drop your left knee, and on your inhale, sweep up, half crescent. Exhale and sink into your lunge. Lower your shoulders, pick up your chest and lean back. Exhale the hands down. Straighten your left leg and push back to downward dog. Inhale to your toes, left leg up. Exhale and step through, high lunge on your left. Lower your right knee, and on the inhale, pick up. Half crescent on the left. On your exhale, sink into it. Broaden the shoulders, lift your chest. Hands down, straighten your right leg, and press back, downward dog. You can choose to stay here to take a child's pose or inhale plank, exhale down, inhale cobra, and exhale downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Bring your feet together, bend your knees, drop your hips, come into that little squat. Wrap your arms around your shins and drop your chin. Bring the hands to the floor. Inhale. And on your exhale, straighten the legs, bowing into forward bend. Take your feet about 4 inches apart, and with soft knees, rise up, reach up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms high. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, long back. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees, step back with the left foot, coming to a high lunge here. Soften that left knee a little bit and rise up for full crescent. When you're upright, you can straighten the back leg and sink into it a little bit. Broaden your shoulders and bend the elbows out to the side. Taking cactus arms, pick up your chest. Take the hands down. And then straighten your right leg and step up to standing split. Exhale and bow into your right shin. Lower your right foot. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, fold. Send the right foot back, coming to your high lunge here on the left. Soften the right knee a little. And on your inhale, come up, full crescent, left side. When you're upright, you can straighten the back leg. Sink into it a little, and then open up the chest by bending your elbows and looking up. Look forward and bring the hands to the floor. Lean forward a little and straighten the left leg as you step up to standing split. Exhale and bow in. Lower your right foot. Inhale, long back. Exhale, fold. With soft knees, rise up. Reach up, little back bend at the top. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, circle up. Exhale and bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to your toes, extend the right leg up. Exhale and step through, high lunge. Lower your left heel and rise up for warrior one, facing the top of your mat. Pull your right shoulder back. Anchor into the back foot. Sink into the lunge. And bring your hands to the back of the head, and then lean back into it. Pick up your chest. Reach back up, take the hands to the floor, and spiral on the ball of the back foot, returning to downward dog. Come up to your toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Drop the right heel and rise up for warrior one on the left. Exhale and lower into it. Open up your chest. Pick up the heart. Oops. And sink into your hips. Bring the hands to the back of your head. Keeping the elbows wide. Reach up, take the hands to the floor, spiral on the ball of the back foot, and return to downward dog. Stay here, take child's pose, or inhale to plank, exhale down, inhale to cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up, reach up, and exhale, hands to your heart. Bring your feet and knees together, take the hands to the heart, and then twist to your right. Bend the knees a little bit. So you're in tiny little chair pose. Bring yourself back to center, and then turn to your left. Come back to center, sink a little deeper into it. Bending more into your knees, lowering your hips a little bit, keeping a little tuck in your tailbone, twist to your right. This time open your arms. Come back to center, keeping that bend in your knees, turn to the left, and open your arms. Come back to center. We're going to sink into it a little deeper. This time reach forward like you're a skier. Plug the shoulders back. Drop your hips until they're about the same level as your knees. And we're going to get a little bit lower, bringing your belly on top of the thighs. Bring your hands back next to your hips, and then straighten your legs. Lift the tailbone, and on your exhale, fold into forward bend. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, bend your knees, drop your hips, come into that tight little ball. And here, wrap around the shins again. Make it nice and compact. And then bring yourself back up onto your fingertips. Walk your hands over to the right and push your knees to the left. But keep the knees toward one another. Keep them close. Press your right hand down below the shoulder and then extend your left arm up as you push your knees a little bit more to the left. Big stretch on the left side. Bring that left hand back down. Come back to center. Make your tight little ball again. Hold on. Keep it nice and tight. Just a little squeeze there. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. Pick up. Walk your hands over to the left. Push the knees over to the right. Plant your left hand below the shoulder. And then reach the right arm up as you push your knees a little bit more to the right. Get that big stretch there on the right side. Bring yourself back to center. And then inhale, lift your chest. Exhale and bow in, forward bend. Walk your feet about 4 inches apart. Lengthen your spine. And exhale, refold. Step back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale for cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale up to your toes, extend your right leg up behind you. Exhale, find the high lunge, placing your right foot between your hands. Drop your left heel flat and bring your right elbow to the knee. Take your left hand to the hip and pull your left hip under a little bit. Roll the left shoulder back and try to sink your hip so it's about the same height as your knee. And then extend your left arm. Look down, come back into your lunge. Return to downward dog. Come back up to your toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge on the left. Drop the right heel, left elbow to the knee, right hand to the hip. Tuck that left hip under as you roll the right hip back. Sink the left hip to the same height as the left knee and then extend your right arm. Look down, come back into your lunge, and return to downward dog. Stay here, take your child's pose, or inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale for cobra, and exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and bow. Soften your knees, rise all the way up. Reach your arms up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, circle the arms high. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, fold and step back, plank. Walk your feet about a foot apart and then lower your heels to the left. Pick back up to your toes and drop your heels to the right. Back to center, drop to the left. Back to center, drop to the right. Back to center, and then push back to downward dog. Inhale to your toes, right leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Drop your left heel and rise up for warrior two, opening to the long edge of your mat. Tuck that left hip under again, sink into the lunge, and then draw your spine nice and straight. Turn your gaze over your right hand. Bring the hands back down and return to downward dog. Come back to your toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Drop the right heel and come up, warrior two, left side. Bring the right hip back, little tuck in the hips. Spine is nice and straight, gaze is over the back of your left hand. Take the hands down and return to downward dog. Stay here, find child's pose or inhale plank. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. Exhale downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale and bow. Walk your feet out about shoulder distance apart. And then take your hands over to the right. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale and bow. Press your right shoulder closer to the hip and open up here on the left side. So you're going to create some more space between the ribs on the left. Walk yourself back to center, and then take your hands over to the left. On your exhale, fold toward your left side. Press open the ribs on the right side as you compress on the left. Bring yourself back to center. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale and fold. Walk your feet back below your hips. And then soften your knees and rise up. Reach up, little back bend at the top. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle your arms. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees, step back with the left foot, coming to your high lunge here on the right. Lower the left heel, walk the hands around 45 degrees to your left. Inhale to lift your chest. Exhale and bow the right shoulder into your inner knee. Sink the hips a little bit. Pull your hips over the middle of the mat if they aren't there already. And then plant your hand to the inside of your right foot, straightening your right arm, take your left hand to the hip. Pull your left hip to center, and then roll that left shoulder back. Extend your left arm up. If you need, you're welcome to use a block inside the foot. If you need a little bit more height, give you some better rotation. But if you can keep the hand to the inside of the foot, it'll make the nice tight side angle pose. Look down, spiral on the ball of the back foot, returning to your lunge, and step back to downward dog. Inhale to plank, exhale down, inhale cobra, exhale downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Send the right foot back behind you, coming into a high lunge here on your left. Walk your hands over to the right as you lower your right heel. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale and lower. Bring your hips over the middle of the mat. And start to sink into them a little bit as you prepare for the twist in your side angle pose. Place your left hand to the inside of the foot and straighten that arm. Bring the right hand to the hip. And then we're going to pull the hips over the middle of the mat, tucking the left hip under, roll the right hip back, and then extend your right arm. Look down, come back into your lunge, and push back to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, bow. Inhale to rise up. Reach up, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. I take my sweater off because I've started to warm up a little bit. Inhale again, swing the arms up. Exhale and fold back down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Soften the knees, send the left foot back, coming into your high lunge. Lower that left heel and walk around to face the long edge of the mat, turning both feet to face that direction. Inhale, long back. Exhale, fold. Lean a little bit forward into it so that you're taking your tailbone in line with your heels. You're not rocking back, so you can very easily pick up your toes. I'll be able to sink into this from the hips. Inhale and lift up. Walk your hands over to the right. Inhale again, lift your back. Exhale and bowing toward your right leg. Take your left hand to the outside of your right ankle and turn the palm to face up. Then extend your right arm up. So you use the straight left arm this way to give you a little bit more leverage in the twist. Look down, come back to center. Inhale as you reset your spine. Exhale and bow in. Lean forward into it a little bit. And then walk your hands over to the left. Taking your right hand to the outside of the left ankle. Turn the palm to face up, and then extend your left arm. Look down and come back to center. Inhale to lift your back. Walk back into your high lunge, facing the top of your mat with your right foot between your hands. Step back to downward dog. Inhale to plank. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long back. Exhale, bow. Inhale to rise up. Reach up, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, long back. Exhale, fold, step back, plank. Lower to your chest. And inhale to cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Come up to your toes, right leg up. Exhale, high lunge, placing your right foot between your hands. Drop your left heel and come up for warrior two. Lower your left hand to the back leg, turn the right palm up, and then reach up, curl back, and sink back into your lunge. It's normal in warrior two to come up out of this when you go into the reverse. So just sink the hips right back down and then recurl, opening up on the right side. Back to warrior two. Bend your right elbow and reach up into your side angle. Look down, come back into the lunge, and return to downward dog. Back to your toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge. Drop the right heel, warrior two, left side. Open up the chest, and then reverse, lifting the left arm up. Take the right hand down to the leg. Drop back into it if you rise up out of the lunge at all. And then reach back. Come back to warrior two. Pause. Bend your left elbow and then lower into your side angle. Look down, come back into your lunge, and step back, downward dog. Stay here, find child's pose, or inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise up. Reach up, little back bend at the top. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms high. Interlace your fingers at the top, and then lean to your left. Come back up to center. Change the lace of your fingers and lean to your right. Come back up and lower the hands to the heart. We're going to take that same side bend, but we'll do it with a balance this time. So walk your feet about 4 inches apart, so you've got your heel mostly below the center of the hip. And then inhale the arms up. Lace your fingers, lean to your left. Put weight into your right foot, and then extend your left leg up to the side. Bring yourself back to center, change the lace of your fingers, lean to the right. Bring in some more weight in the left side. Pick the right foot up and let it sort of lift off the floor. And if you lose your balance, just touch it down and pick it back up. Back to center, take a little back bend, and exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, soften your knees, step out with your left foot. Lower that left knee and walk your right foot out to the edge of the mat. Take your left hand off to the side, and then sweep the right arm up and rotate that lunge. Plug your left shoulder back and curl your head back toward your back heel. Look down and bring your right hand to the inside of that foot. Left hand comes back below the shoulder. Start to walk your left knee back a little bit and walk your right foot forward a little bit. Start to lower your shoulder and see if you can lower to your elbows. And if that's not possible for you, use block. Lower to here. Bring yourself back up to your hands. Walk your back knee forward a little bit. Walk your right foot back a little bit. And you're back in your low lunge. Step back to downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward fold. Inhale, long back. Exhale, bow. Soften your knees, send your right foot back this time. And then lower the right knee. Take the left foot a little bit wider. Right hand comes off to the side. Swing the left arm up and rotate to open into your revolved low lunge, pulling your right shoulder back. Sink into the hips and curl your head back toward your right foot. Look down, bring your hands back below your shoulders. Walk your right knee back a little bit. Walk your left foot forward a little bit. And see if you can lower onto your elbows. Or if not onto your elbows, onto a block. Pick yourself back up to your hands. Bring the back knee up a little bit. Bring the left foot back a little bit. And then return to the low lunge and push back, downward dog. Inhale for plank. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward dog. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Soften your knees and rise up. Reach up, little back bend. Exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, circle your arms high. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold, soften your knees, step back to plank. Lower to your chest. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Take your feet a little wider, and then come up to your toes, drop your heels to the left. Press the ribs open on the right. Back to your toes, and lower your heels to the right. Press the ribs open on the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Bring yourself back to center and extend the right leg up behind you. Exhale, step through, high lunge. Drop your left heel, straighten your right leg. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, bow in toward your right shin for pyramid pose. And this is another opportunity to use blocks. So if you need some more height, you can use blocks below both hands if you like. Inhale again, lift your chest. Exhale and bow in. We're going to transition this immediately to a triangle pose. You can either keep your right hand beside the ankle, or you can place it on a block or place it on the middle of your shin. Swing the left hand up and open up into Trikonasana, triangle pose. Lengthen the crown of your head toward the top of your mat, open up your chest, and look toward your top hand. So there's a good rotation and a great stretch in the right inner thigh. Look down, bend your right knees, you return to your lunge, and step back, downward dog. Up to the toes, left leg up. Exhale, high lunge here. You have the option to place blocks underneath your shoulders if you'd like. Drop the right heel, straighten the left leg. Inhale to lift your chest. And exhale, bow in toward your left shin. Inhale again, little lift. Exhale and fold. One more approach. Inhale, little pickup. Exhale and bow. You can plant your left hand either beside the ankle or on top of the shin or on a block, and then swing your right arm up, coming into triangle pose. Really extend the crown of your head toward the top of your mat. Pulling your left hip under the right and opening up into this nice twist. Look down and bend your left knee, come back into the lunge, and push back to downward dog. Stay here, take a child's pose, or inhale, plank. Exhale, down. Inhale, cobra. And exhale, downward dog. Look forward and walk up, forward bend. Inhale, little lift. Exhale, bow. Soften your knees and rise up. Reach up, little back bend. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale again, circle the arms. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, long back. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Hug into your shins, coming into that tight little ball again. And then release, lower your hips, and come down to seated. I'm going to adjust the position of my mat a little bit here, so I'm a little bit more in the frame. And then we'll do a little work on the abs. Hold on behind your knees and roll your shoulders back. Pick your heels up, coming up into a boat pose. Hold the knees up to your chest and your chest up to your knees. And this is kind of home base in boat pose. You want your chest lifting, your shins parallel to the floor, and your ankles flexed. And if this is as far as you want to go, you can just stay here. If you'd like to intensify it, you can extend your hands forward toward your ankles. But you don't want to do that at the expense of a round back, right? So if you dump into your lower back that way, bring your hands back behind your knees and just return to your boat pose with hands behind your thighs. Or extend your hands forward. Bring the hands back below your thighs if they aren't there already, and set the feet down. Open the knees out wide. Hold on to your ankles. Inhale to lift your chest. And exhale, hinge forward into a cobbler's pose, using your elbows on your knees to open up the inner thighs a little bit. Inhale, little lift. Exhale and bow. Inhale again, long spine. Exhale to fold. Bring yourself back up, bring the knees back up, and return to boat pose. Hold here, or extend your hands toward your ankles. And you can either stay here, come back here, or lower to half boat, where you rest on the T-spine, got the legs clear of the floor, arms clear of the floor. Really tight in the belly. Bring the knees back up, hold on, and rock back up into boat pose. Extend the hands forward, lower halfway. Legs and arms stay extended. Knees up, hold on, rock back up into boat. Extend the hands forward. Lower halfway. And here's where you gotta do your jazz hands and wiggle your toes or do what you need to do to distract yourself from the quake in your stomach. Knees up. Hold on. Rock back up. Hold. Set the feet down. Open the knees wide. Hold on to your ankles as you lift your chest. And exhale, bow into your cobbler's pose. And release all the tension in the abs. Let the back round and fold in. Inhale again, lengthen your back. Exhale and refold. Come back up. We'll do one more set. Bring the knees up. Hold on. Lift your feet, coming into boat. Extend the hands forward. Lower halfway. Knees up, hold on. Rock back up. Stop at the top. Back into boat. Reach forward. Lower halfway. Knees up, hold on. Rock back up into boat. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Keep your heels up. Reach forward. Lower halfway. Knees up. Hold on. Rock back up to boat. Hold it there at the top. And then set your feet down. Open the knees out wide. Inhale again. Lift your chest. And exhale. Bow into your cobbler's pose. Inhale, long back. Exhale, bow. Bring yourself back up. And we'll do a little bit of work to stretch the legs a bit. Go back up somewhat. Take your left foot into the right inner thigh. Inhale the arms up. Big stretch. Exhale, bow in and hold on to your foot. If you can't hold the foot, you can hold the ankle, the shin. If you want even more distance, you can place a block below your foot and hold on to the block. Inhale, little lift. Exhale and bow. On your inhale, walk halfway up, lift your chest, and take your hands over to the right. Inhale here, and on your exhale, bring your left elbow down to the side of the knee. Stack your palms, roll your right shoulder back, take a little twist. And then release, coming back to center. And bring yourself up. Same thing on the other side. Left foot forward, right foot in. Big stretch, long spine. Exhale, hinge forward. Hold on to the foot, hold on to the ankle, use a towel or a strap around your foot. Or if you want a lot of tension in the hamstring, you can hold on to a block on the other side of your foot. Inhale again, little pick up. Exhale and fold. Walk yourself up about halfway. Lengthen the spine. Take the hands over to the left. Inhale again. And on your exhale, bring the elbow down to the outside of the knee. Stack the left hand. And then roll the left shoulder back. Taking a little twist here. Just a little bit. And if that's too much, you can keep the left hand down and just work the elbow. And that'll be plenty. You don't have to take it all the way up. Look down and bring yourself upright again. Extend both legs forward, balancing out your knees. And then bring both of the soles of your feet together, coming into a cobbler's pose. Hold on to the ankles, and then bring your hands around the toes. Inhale for a little lift. Exhale and fold. Drop your left elbow in front of the left shin, or you can anchor it on top of the calf muscle, and then extend your right arm. Internally rotate that arm and then reach a little bit. If this makes you tip over completely, you're picking your right hip up like that, then just stay here. But if you'd like to take a deeper stretch in the side, you can reach with the arm. Just keep your right hip planted. Bring yourself back up. Same thing on the other side. Lift your chest. Exhale and bow in. Grip the toes with your right hand. Deposit your right elbow either on the mat or on top of your shin. And take your left hand to the hip. Roll that back. Extend the left arm. Keep the left hip planted, and then if you'd like to, you can drop the arm. Release, coming back to center, and pick yourself back up. Coming back onto your mat, lower your right shin and your right knee, and then swing your left leg back behind you, coming into a pigeon pose. On your inhale, lift your chest, and on your exhale, walk down to your elbows or to your block. I like to keep the back toes tucked so that we've got a nice strong back leg, easy to lift the knee. Inhale, little pickup. Exhale and bow deeply. Pick yourself back up and center your right elbow right in front of the shin. Stack your left hand on top of it. Roll that left shoulder back. And take that same little twist here in your pigeon pose. Try to keep the back knee grounded. You don't roll too much over onto the right side. Look down, coming back to your elbows. Press back up. Leaning onto your right hip, swing your left foot around to the front, and then anchor your left knee and swing the right leg back behind you, coming back into pigeon pose on the other side. Just like we did on the first side, lower to your elbows. Keep your right toes tucked so that you can easily straighten the right leg and lift it. And if you need some extra support, you can put a pillow or a towel or a block below your left hip. Lift your chest and exhale to fold. Bring yourself back up onto your elbows. Center your left elbow in front of the shin. Stack the right palm and then roll that right shoulder back. Take a little twist there in your pigeon pose. Look down and unwind. Drop the left hip and swing your right foot around, coming back to center. Bring your hips close to your feet and lie down on your back. Walk your shoulder blades a little closer together. Anchor your elbows by your waist and then pick your hips up. Interlace your hands under the hips and walk up onto your triceps. Taking a little bridge pose. Press the hips up and open up your chest. Keep your belly soft. As you breathe, you should see it rise and fall. Press down into your arms for a strong base of support, along with pushing into your feet. Release your hands and slowly lower back down to your hips. Walk your shoulder blades a little closer together. And then bring your hands beside your shoulders. So your fingertips come underneath your shoulders. just like we did in the bridge pose. Anchor into your feet and pick your hips up. And then start to walk your hands underneath your shoulder blades and then up onto your elbows. Lower your shoulders and come back down. So that pose is a preparation for full wheel chakrasana, or sometimes called Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward bow, which is where we're going to end our practice today. So if this is something you've practiced before at home, feel free to give it a try. If it's something that you're uncomfortable with, you can either take that bridge pose, or you can do the prep where you're resting on the forearms. So moving into the full wheel, we position our hands right where they were before. Elbows stay in tight to the head. Fingertips come in underneath your shoulder blades. And then rather than walking up onto your elbows, you pop up on top of your head as you lift your hips. And then you can push up. Set your head down, and then carefully lower your shoulders, lower your hips. Bring your knees into the chest, rock a little bit from side to side. Roll onto your left side in a tight fetal pose, and then open your right arm out for a nice, simple abdominal twist. Roll back onto your back, and then onto your right side. Same tight fetal pose, and roll your left shoulder back down to the floor, extending your left arm out beside you. And you can either look straight up, or you can turn your head to look over your left hand. Bring yourself back to center. And then we'll begin to relax by coming into our Savasana. Bring yourself down, walking yourself back or extending your legs forward until you're fully reclined on the mat. Let your legs open outward with your knees and your toes pointing toward the outer edges of your mat. Walk the shoulder blades underneath your chest and turn your palms to face up. Shut your eyes and take a few long, deep breaths into your belly. And then allow your body to start to come into its normal breathing pattern. Maybe make the breath a little shallower. Relax your face, your throat, your limbs, becoming heavier in your shoulders and your hips. And you're welcome to remain here for as long as you like. When you're ready to come up, bring your knees into the chest, rock a little bit from side to side again. And then roll onto one side And press yourself up, back to seated. Return your hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale. And bow toward your fingertips with your exhale, with gratitude for yourself, for your practice, and for the intention you chose to guide your practice today. And decide how your intention can guide you throughout the rest of your day or the rest of your week off of your mat. I thank you very much for sharing your time with me, for sharing your practice with me. The light in my heart salutes and honors the light in yours. Namaste.